A bill aimed at regulating and restricting certain geoengineering programs, those that involve the release of chemicals from aircraft, is scheduled for a second reading in the Senate. Introduced on January 16th, SB 126, dubbed the Airborne Chemical Amendment Bill, is sponsored by Senator Ronald M. Winterton. Winterton said the bill came from his constituents who have reported seeing those prolonged contrails that linger long after the aircraft have passed, a phenomenon that is particularly pronounced in an area where the skies are so visible, including Utah, he said. He went on to say that studies have shown that these stratospheric injections commonly contain aluminum and other elements that can be harmful to both humans and animals. And here's a senator now during the hearing.
So this bill is trying to address, we've had 3 states pass bills along this line. 25 of them are introducing legislation and can have negative consequences on the environment and the weather. Now, for example, it can cause acid rain, droughts, and severe weather patterns.
Casey Jones also spoke before the committee and said this.
There are many patents on this. If you look, there's, a whole list of patents. This has been going on since the 1940s. Weather manipulation was used during the Vietnam War. What the theory of the solar radiation mitigation is, the 3 main elements that they're used: aluminum, barium, and strontium. They're nanoparticles, so very, very fine. But as we know, aluminum is a neurotoxin essentially, very detrimental to human health, plant health, animal health. This is what we're doing. We're killing the microbes in the soil, where we won't be able to grow crops.
Marianne Christensen, the director of Utah Legislative Watch and Citizens for Strong Families, said this in favor of the bill.
It is happening in Utah. I have had many people send me picture proof of what they've seen outside their windows. We have particulates that are raining down on our soils, on our waters, and we're breathing it into our lungs, and it's time to get it out of our air rather than wait to see what the long-term effects are going to be.
Senator Karen Kwan opposed the motion and said this.
If I'm understanding this correctly, that this is still a theoretical, it's still research being done inside, not outside. I think my limited research on this has been that it's still very new. We don't know very much about it. The reports are pretty confident that hasn't been any actual testing yet, and I think it's maybe premature.
The bill did pass the Senate hearing with a favorable recommendation, and it went to the Senate for a second reading on Friday. This is Cody Blowers reporting for St. George News, your #1 source for local news.